Your reliable car is about to financially ruin you, and you will not see it coming until your insurance renewal arrives. You are about to pay double what you expected, not because you crashed, not because you have points on your license, because UK insurers changed everything, and dealers never warned you. Insurance that was £1,200 last year, now £3,500. Same car, same driver, one difference. Those safety features you thought would lower your costs are doing the opposite. Minor repairs that cost £300 now cost £1,500. Batteries worth more than entire cars are getting written off. London, young driver. You are looking at £4,000 yearly. This is happening right now. Renewals are hitting this month. Here are 7 reliable cars everyone recommends, yet they are bankrupting their owners. You bought a Tesla Model 3 because it promised stress-free driving, 0 emissions, and a reputation for bulletproof reliability. But the moment your renewal letter lands, the numbers hit like a punch. £4,200 for a single year's insurance. Not because you crashed, not because of penalty points, but because that battery under the floor costs up to £38,000 to replace if it is dented in a car park. Insurers know one minor impact can write the whole car off. For younger drivers or anyone with a London postcode, the price only climbs. The Volvo XC60 T8 plug-in hybrid has always sold itself as the safe family choice. It is loaded with sensors and driver aids, and it is built to survive a crash. But that safety comes at a cost. Insurance for 2026 can be £3,800, sometimes more. The hybrid battery alone can run up to £12,000. A cracked windscreen means days off the road waiting for a recalibration, and the bill just for that can reach 4 figures. Insurers have started pricing in every possible risk, even if you have never made a claim. Pick a Honda CR-V hybrid and you expect sensible running costs. That is the car every neighbour recommends. But even here, insurance can hit £2,300 a year. Why? One camera hidden behind the windscreen gets damaged, and you are waiting weeks for a replacement. The advanced driver assistance system demands specialist recalibration before you are allowed back on the road. The delays and the cost are now built into the premium, no matter how careful you are. Mazda CX-5 drivers trusted its reputation for reliability, but 2026 premiums are now running over £1,900. The problem is even a low-speed bump can knock out a sensor buried deep in the bumper. Replacement parts are on back order, and repair shops are charging more for the labour. Waiting for a fix means extra costs for insurers, and that is reflected in your renewal quote. Every one of these cars was supposed to save you money and hassle. Instead, the technology that was meant to protect you is now the reason your insurance could bankrupt you. BMW. The badge says reliability, status and German engineering, so you expect a smooth ride, not a financial ambush. But in 2026, the insurance bill for a BMW 3 Series can top £3,200 a year. Even with a perfect driving record, the price rockets if you are under 30, live in a city, or dare to add a factory M Sport kit. Why? Insurance Group 28. 8 to 45 ratings push you into the highest risk bands. A single claim for a scratched bumper or a cracked radar sensor can trigger a £1,500 repair, and that is before the recalibration. Insurers know the tech is expensive, parts are slow to arrive, and theft rates for premium models are climbing, especially in London. Audi A4, the safe, understated choice for families and commuters. But insurers see something different, a car loaded with electronics, matrix LED headlights, and sensors buried deep in every panel. The average premium for 2026 is £2,700, sometimes more if you are young or unlucky with your postcode. One incident with a headlamp can mean a £2,000 replacement, and post-Brexit delays mean you could be waiting weeks for the parts. Every extra feature, lane assist, adaptive cruise, even the upgraded stereo pushes your insurance group higher. The more tech, the higher the risk and the bigger the bill. Mercedes C-Class, the car that tells the world you have made it, but your insurer is not impressed. Premiums now average £1,800 a year, and that is for drivers with spotless records. The problem is radar units and ADAS systems built into the front bumper. A low-speed parking scrape can knock out a sensor, requiring a specialist to recalibrate the whole system. That is another £1,000 on top of the repair. Labour rates for Mercedes-approved shops are among the highest in the country, and parts shortages mean longer hire car bills for insurers. The result? You pay more year after year just for the privilege of a premium badge. Prestige does not protect your wallet. In 2026, it is the tech, the repair costs, and the risk profile that decide your fate, not the badge on your bonnet. Every jump in your insurance premium traces back to a hidden chain of costs and risks. It starts with the technology packed into modern cars. That camera behind your windscreen or the radar in your bumper isn't just for show. It means that even a small crack or bump can trigger a mandatory recalibration. The bill for this is often £1,500 or more, just to get the sensors talking to each other again. And you can't skip it. Insurers won't cover you until it's done. Labour rates have soared. Certified technicians now charge £100 to £150 an hour, especially if you live in or near London. These aren't quick fixes either. Replacing a sensor or a matrix headlight can tie up a repair bay for hours, sometimes days. The parts themselves are rarely on the shelf. Thanks to post-Brexit delays and supply chain snags, you could be waiting 2 to 4 weeks for a new windscreen, bumper or radar unit. Every extra day your car sits waiting for a part, the insurer is paying for a courtesy car, sometimes racking up hundreds in extra costs per claim. Insurers do the maths. When the average claim for a minor collision can spiral past £4,900, and 66% of these tech-heavy cars are written off after what looks like minor damage, the risk is built into your premium. For electric cars, a dented battery case can mean a total loss, with replacement costs running up to £38,000. That is why some insurers refuse to cover certain models, or simply quote figures that push owners out of the market. Theft is another silent driver. Organised gangs target high-spec SUVs and premium badges, especially in London, using relay attacks and keyless entry hacks. The surge in thefts means postcode and car model are now major factors. If you are under 30 or have a city postcode, you are paying for the risk that your car might disappear overnight. All these pressures, including tech complexity, repair delays, labour shortages and theft risk, feed directly into the number you see on your renewal letter. Insurers aren't just guessing, they are pricing in every pound they expect to lose, and in 2026, that means you are the one footing the bill. Check the insurance quote before you buy. Never trust the badge or the sales pitch. Comparison sites show real numbers, not guesses. Enter your details for the exact trim and postcode. If the quote comes back high, walk away. Don't gamble on a hunch. Pick a car from a lower insurance group, even if it means skipping the latest tech. A 2016 Toyota Yaris or Mazda 2 costs hundreds less to insure than a new hybrid SUV. No radar in the bumper, no camera in the windscreen, just simple repairs at local prices. For young drivers, this can mean the difference between £4,000 and £1,800 every year. Add a telematics policy if you are under 25 or have a city address. The black box tracks your driving and rewards caution. For many, it is the only way to bring the premium down to something you can actually pay. Some policies cut costs by 40% after 6 months of safe driving. It is not just for teenagers. Anyone facing a renewal shock can use it. Always shop around at renewal. Loyalty is expensive. Insurers rely on you accepting the first quote, but switching can save £200, £400, sometimes even more. Use at least 3 comparison sites, and don't be afraid to call brokers for deals not listed online. Secure your car and your location. Park off-street or in a garage if you can. Add a steering lock or tracker. Declare it on your policy. Insurers know where thefts are rising, and every extra layer of security chips away at the risk and the premium. The rules have changed. Reputation will not save your wallet. The only way to avoid a financial trap is to treat insurance like a bill you can negotiate, not a fixed cost. Every pound you save is one less you lose to the hidden costs of modern motoring. Today, a reliable badge can mean a bill of £4,000 at renewal, and insurers are only getting stricter. Even the safest car can drain your account if technology costs or theft risks spike. In 2026, trust is no substitute for vigilance. Check every quote or pay the real price. Share your experience below.